shit happening? No, okay. I thought I heard something from the other room. Oh, that's what I heard from the other room. Fuck.
I jack off into my mouth. I jack off
God damn
into
it.
my mouth. I jack
God
off
damn
into
it,
my
dude.
mouth. I jack off into my
I heard
mouth.
that from the
I guess we're gonna have
bathroom.
to sit here
It's
and
like, what did
listen
I
to
miss?
How much I jack off into my own mouth for the next 5 minutes.
This sucks. You goddamn assholes, you.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, why is my life so fucking bad?
All right, let's see if going down actually does anything. I'm not gonna let it go for too long. Fucking elevator. Fuck you, game. I am the most expensive boss. I am the most expensive boss. Okay. Sure.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Hold on. I'm just gonna use a controller for this because it's much more comfortable with the couch setup. Because I don't really need to, you know, be super accurate. Like it's not a shoot or anything. So I'm just gonna use a controller. And I need to. There. Nope. Nope. I need that to be faster. Why is that not fast? There. That's better. Have you read Terry Pratchett Discworld stuff? No, but I played two of the games. I played 2 of the Discworld point and clicks. Megawan, thank you for the 13 months premium purchase. Oh, and also by the power. Wait, hold on. By the power of Red Skull, I have the bits. Anyways, you inspired me. Thank you very much for the bits. And Goody, thank you for the 1,500 bits, and thank you for making me think I was missing something. So I had to dribble piss down my pants to get back here. So that's on you, Goody, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, why is my life so fucking bad?
Thank you, He-Mans. Or thank you, Goody, again. Thank you, He-Mans, for the 71 months. And yes, it's on you, but it's literally on me. You're right. Absolutely.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, left bumper is crouched. Weird. All right. Genoa Rent-A-Fence. Hold on. There's no reason why we'd ever need that, right? But I'm going to write it down anyways. 15015558492. I don't remember if we get to dial a phone or not.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, good.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
We're going to the break room.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh, right.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh my God. So I sat there going, all right, I saw ILLI, and I was like, okay, that must be a clue. What's that in Roman numerals? Because L is 50, right? So that'd be 49 plus 51.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The two doors. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Nature paintings. The office. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Oh, someone's playing solitaire. Nice. Oh, employee database. Employee database loaded. Oh, look at that. Total employees in the database 604. Total employee in office 2. Oh, wait, then it goes to 1. Oh, no, 427, that's me. Employee 427, status offline, employee 1 status. Yeah, okay. No use wasting electricity, right? Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. That's all the credits. Nice. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. Oh, okay. Neato. Office clock. The lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game.
When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley jumped in.
Kevin Brighting, the voice and narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
The green door. Stanley pushed the orange lever. Stanley pushed the number 6.
Okay. Wait, did we win already? Yes. And no. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Countdown desk. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed 2 endings together instead. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. An early version of the countdown room. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember. Oh, was it? Yeah. Okay. We already read that. Thanks. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mockup is still in the game. An early version of the lounge. The office. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. I don't know what that ending is. I don't remember what it is. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, I also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it shortly before launch. These are all my office. These are all my office. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, second March 2012, and the third February 2013. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Some questions. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What's the difference between a duck? Wait, email the narrator? How's the game going? I hope it's good. Or better than the first one. From a cool man. Are you a rock? Could you tell me what's the significance of the number 1112800? Okay. For instance, on a scale of Max Search to Salvador Dali, how surreal will this game be? Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? And finally, the most important question of all, what is Stanley's last name? Congratulations! In line with previous announcement regarding ongoing promotion, congratulations, be the first to apply for your claim 24 hours with Dr. Mrs. Mercy something or other. I want to tell you I like Stanley Parable as much as I like seeing a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much as I like walking in the park, watching sunset, dare I say it, pushing buttons. Please, I would like to keep a proposal as top secret. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. I'm good. What's this? Fun. Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Hi, buddy. What do you want? You just want loves? You want lovin's? Okay. You got your head in my lap. Like you want some lovin's or something, so I'll give you some. There you go. If you want to come up, you can come up. Come on up. You want to come up. You never want to come up here. Come on. Come on. There's my boy. Oh, yes. God. Love you. I love you so much. That is 80 pounds right on my fucking balls. That is my penis and balls. You just stepped all over. Just stomped right on them. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, pal. You're not a small man anymore. You're a giant dog. And now, are you gonna fight with Sister over who gets to stay here? You can stay here. Sit down. It's okay. You don't have to be scared of Sister. You can hang out. No, never mind. He's leaving. He's gone. He's out. All right. Anyway, kicks out. Thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate that. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. The office. Okay. I think I'm ready to move on now. It's all the behind the scenes stuff. I still want to find that input computer one more time, though. Nope. Where was that fucking room? Here, there we go. There we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I can't remember if this shuts the entire game off, like it, you know, shuts the game totally down. You got to restart it in Steam.
Can you see?
No. Okay.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Nah. Yay! Death is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
One more time. You know what? I want to get this done.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Right.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I forgot the broom closet. I gotta go there once.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all you're but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Okay.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who's that?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Her who?
This is it, Stanley.
Wait.
Your chance to redeem yourself.
Her?
To put your work aside.
Egg?
To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
My car? So yeah, this is all of this happened 8 years ago, so I'm still remembering stuff. Ah,
That's her, Stanley.
there it is.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
She calls it a mayonnaise. I can't pick it up. I can't pick it up, man. I can't do it. Let me out of here. Let me out of here.
As Stanley picked up the phone,
Hey.
a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness.
What?
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Also,
Not
isn't it a bit weird that the phone has a plug-in? Like, those phones don't need plug-ins. You just the phone cord. They don't need like a power cable plug-in.
picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see...
What?
No, that's
What?
not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
Oh, they did in the
You're not Stanley.
EU?
You're
Oh.
a real person. I can't believe
It is
I
an
was so
EU plug.
mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making
God
in the
damn
real
it.
world.
God damn
Please
it.
observe this helpful instructional video.
Yay! Instructional videos. I love those.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Yeah.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to
Yep.
worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Okay.
And see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Okay.
This way, please.
Sounds good. Nope. All right.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform.
Oh,
and
they
dying.
put up. I forgot they put a
Imagine
gate
the
up.
main
Yeah.
character dying senselessly
Or put a fence up.
halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Neither am I. Welcome to the club, pal. I need a key card. All right.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Excellent. All right. Good.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Sounds
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did not do that.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not too late.
Shit's falling apart. Okay. Will it change? No, no change? Okay. Narrator! Hello?
It's ruined.
Fuck.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have
No!
to.
Don't do it!
I have to.
No! Obviously, you weren't paying attention earlier, freaked out. You get an achievement for trying to jump, and there is no jump.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world
God
outside
damn.
of you? You're a child.
Just read me the riot act, huh?
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Hold on. Yes, I will show you. There is a jump. Keybind. But it doesn't do anything.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Sounds
All right.
good.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and
Wow, that was
always
abrupt.
putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came
did
to
not
a
freak
set of
out.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did not jump on a desk earlier in the game. I crawled up items. Smaller, like it's like a ramp made of like a cup, a box, and something else that got me on top of a thing.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
God damn it.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm honestly just antsy to get to the last input computer thing, because I don't remember doing that last time. Can't get in the broom closet, huh?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It took away the option of going downstairs. Oh, all the doors are locked now. Oh, he's locking me in. Okay. Locking me into a set of actions. Oh, the boss.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Sewage
And beyond
Lilies
all
by
probability,
Claude
he
Money.
knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He
Carte
drew a
blanche
sharp
et
breath
Mont Blanc.
and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
No fucking way. Night Shark 115. You can't hear me. This game can't hear me.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah, I don't have a
You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver.
Fucking
Otherwise,
asshole.
we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
Titties.
I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
The end.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
What?
Stanley, this is important.
Wait, is this new? This can't be new.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you.
I didn't even go through the new content door.
The choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something?
Oh, it's not new. Okay.
Anything? This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
Jesus.
So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay.
Hold on one second. Okay. So I did play this for 7 hours. There's still stuff like in the original game that I didn't see, and this does not. I don't remember this. This does not ring a bell.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
God damn this fly. It's so goddamn big. Okay. Oh, here we go. I made it to heaven, guys. No, fuck you. Oh, my buttons become unpushed after a minute. Okay. Good, thank God. I'm trying to see if there's any sort of pattern or difference. They all just relight after a minute. Yeah, they all just light back up. What's glorious? What? Huh. Oh, shit, wait, hold on a second. Is that? I can see it, like a blue, like, halo. It's very slight, but I can see like a blue halo. Does the music get more? I feel like this is a puzzle. It's either a puzzle or it's supposed to look like one to, you know, just fuck with you. That's certainly possible. Nothing. Okay. Fucking what? God damn it! Said to come by and drop this load real quick. Next month we're sharing. Absolutely. I will share the load.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
I did.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Right.
Just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time. It's not a matter of choice. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, see, this is how I get up on the desk. Box. Wait. Yeah, box to... There we go. Like that. That's how I got up on the desk. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's check out some new shit, huh?
Oh, new content?
Yeah.
What does that mean, new content?
Yo, Cornelis, what up? 25 months, been a hot minute. Here's 2 years. In bits and pieces, you glorious bastard. Well, thank you, Cornelis.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Catch up, Collie Bear, and don't hate me.
Please, step
like
inside and
mustard.
see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
That's always a trick question, Collie Bear. Anybody who asks, like, do you like mustard or ketchup on your hot dog? They want you to say ketchup just so they can shit on you. Because apparently putting ketchup on your fucking hot dog is sacrilegious or something. It's always a trap. Just let you know, it's always a
So
trap.
far, it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Dude.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Yes, you are correct, Double Taco. If I had the choice of anything, chili dog. Absolutely 100%. Chili dogs are better than any other dog that I mean, I don't care where you're from. Chicago, New York, fucking LA, whatever. Your dogs suck if it's not a chili dog. Compared to a chili dog. I mean, they don't suck. They're just compared to a chili dog, they're bad.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
Yay!
Give me the content, Stanley.
Content! Give me the content. I'm ready for the content. What?
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
What? I don't want to waste them. Oh, fuck. I can't jump anywhere outside of the circle. And that's it.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That was great, though. I'm gonna be really upset if there are jump circles later on in the game and I just wasted all my jumps in that one circle. It'll be alright, though. That was some fucking deluxe shit right there. Like, are you watching Portal? Fucking Stanley Parable just raised the bar.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
Nice.
Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
They had me input the time, like the time where I am, and it's nowhere close. That's 11:36, or excuse me, 11:26, and it's 1:49 where I'm at. No, I put in 11:41. Right? Well, it was 11:40 something is when I started when I set the clock. But it's not the same. Yay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh shit, I didn't do that. I didn't have a choice. Helltar giving us up to Nardap. Nardap has 18 months now. the way it used to look. No jump. Nope, no jump. Space bar. No jumpies.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. All right, I gotta say it.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra
I'll let
Deluxe
you say
content
it.
turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. Uh-huh. Okay. The Skyrim Parable?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh shit. All right, Bigga. What do you got for me? What is it? Oops. I think I tried to play it too early. There we go.
This is totally embarrassing and degrading, but we need the money.
Okay.
This is totally embarrassing and degrading, but we need the money.
Totally embarrassing and degrading, but we need the money. Guess what's leaving?
Idiots! Savages, idiots! Idiots!
Oh, Dennis, you gotta go. I'm sorry, Dennis. We gotta make room for...
This is totally embarrassing and degrading, but we need the money.
Yeah, totally embarrassing and degrading, but we need the money. What is that from? Anyone know? All right.
Chicken pot, chicken pot,
No!
chicken pot pie.
Not that one.
This is totally embarrassing and degrading, but we need the money.
Yes, it is. Okie dokie. Oh, it's Misty from Pokemon? Okay. All right. So we are going to erase Dennis and put in embarrassing, but we need the money. All right, it's in. Thank you very much for submitting your soundbite. Yeah. It's from a banned Pokemon episode. Oh, Rule 34. All right, let's go. Get back to it. Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? I remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Did.
Oh, the waste.
Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Independent Games Festival, the Audience Award, the Stanley Parable. British Academy of Film and Television for the Stanley Parable. They've taped over The Last of Us. Nice. Our First Kiss, My First Car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Oh, the Stanley Parable by the narrator, 2013. 2013. Remember when the Memory Zone, temp. I can buy postcards. I love that there's a gift shop. This is fucking great. Stanley Parables. Buy on Steam. What everyone's saying. The Stanley Parable is an exploration of story, games, and choices, except the story doesn't matter. Might not even be a game. And if you ever actually, or if you even actually do have a choice, well, let me know how you did it. Linguists identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words. Researchers identify 24 words whose sound and meaning have survived the past 15,000 years. 6 components of a great corporate culture. John Coleman, Harvard Business Review. Business bloggers at Harvard Business Review discuss a variety of business topics, including managing people, innovation, leadership, and more. Oh, the Mozilla Firefox start page. I like that they put their start page as their game, the Steam page of their game. Oh, good times. Look at all these good times. Smile because it happened. Stanley Parable Alpha Test. A trip down memory lane. $1. Made your first dollar. Stanley Parable demonstration. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh, these are the achievements. Unachievable. I'll possibly get this achievement. BAFTA nominee. Game innovation. Nominee. The debut game. Nominee. Story. They have the fucking nominees. They're nominated. New video game releasing day. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tack to achieve diversity. Business leaders pushing election of council allies. 50% off designer hat. But a small creature owns the other half. That's great. That's a good one. I like that. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Oh, there, yeah, the original. Yep, okay. Oh, beta, work in progress. All right. Oh. Oh, in loving memory of little Stanley. Oh. I wonder who's singing this.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh shit,
like
I know the song's gonna end.
Triumph of games journalism.
Sorry.
10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
Persona
it's
3?
No games at all.
Why'd you pick
it
that
isn't
one
even
out?
A Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
I feel like it's
a lifeless husk.
I feel like
with an hour
it's attacking
of new
me.
elevator content.
Don't read any reviews except this one. How do you review a game like Stanley Parable? Describe one part of its risk ruination in detail. What it has to say about game design, illusion of choice, and psychology of the gamer is to tell you too much. Comparisons to are going to be woefully inadequate. Perhaps the closest will be Dear Esther, where Dear Esther wastes the form of interactive entertainment, Stanley Parable uses it and subverts it. For so many games that aspire to be more games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives to How to review a game that... How to review what has become known as Stanley Parable HD, full-scale reimagining, one of the most intriguing mods available online. How do you discuss it, analyze it, and recommend it? That's quite simple. You don't. Nice. Nice. All those laurels and accolades. Congratulations, Stanley Parable. Now, goddammit, are we seriously just going through, like... just memories of the old game? This is new content? Come on, guys. Fuck! No! No! I didn't... Damn it, I didn't go downstairs! I didn't know it was gonna close behind me, son of a bitch!
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
A perfect 9. The serious room. The greatest wealth is memory.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back.
Oh, dude!
to have it
Portal!
all
What'd I
over
say?
again.
What is that doing here? That doesn't belong here.
Wait, hang on.
What?
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oh.
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam.
No!
The online
God,
video game
no.
distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Surely. Of course they were. Of course they were.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I can tell you where to stick them. Ha ha! Yo, Joe! What do you know? You look like a good Joe. Thank you for 53 months. Oh, here's another review.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure, like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
So, just real quick, if you see me hesitating while the narrator is talking, it's because the game has taught me, like, if you go too fast, the narrator will, like, cut to the next bit of dialogue, and I don't want to miss anything. So, like, if I hear him talking, I kind of, like, stop and look around and shit. Like, I want to move forward, but I don't want to cut off the narrator.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I will...
What in the fuck is going on here? First Persona 3, and then this. What? This is overly meta. Like, this is bleeding meta into real. It can hear my mic. Yeah, probably can hear my microphone. That's probably what it is.
Wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
That was super weird, though, wasn't it? Like, I just paused it. Oh, fuck, man. That's... crazy. It's just nuts to me.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
He's doing the Bugs Bunny
don't
thing.
Sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
Yep.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all, until
also,
the end of time.
This clock is almost right, it's just an hour off.
Once, so,
it's 2:08,
see, blah, blah, blah,
not
blah, blah,
1:08.
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all, until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
Started repeating
That
himself.
the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible.
Hold on. I just want to see, like, how close that is. So, just real quick, if you... There. I just want to see how close. You see me hesitating while the narrator is talking? It's because the game has taught me, like, if you go too fast, the narrator will, like, cut to the next bit of dialogue, and I don't want to miss anything. So, like, if I hear him talking, I kind of, like, stop and look around and shit. Like, I want to move forward, but I don't want to cut off the narrator.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations.
That fucking face! The realization that I am in a simulation and life is just imagined. It's the dream of a computer. And I am just a bit. I am just zeros and ones in the grand scheme of things. That is still, that's fucking still crazy to me that happened. so close together. It was like 12 seconds apart or something. Insane.
Possible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes.
Wait, how many minutes did he say?
And lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need
Just a few.
of it,
Oh, okay.
but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
He's begging for it to happen
Maybe
again.
a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Yeah.
Treatise, manifesto.
And that's how they force you to skip, right?
Treatise, manifesto.
Yeah, this is
Treatise,
the loop.
Manifesto. Treatise, 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 manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this.
Cookie 9?
And whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review.
No!
Merely because of this very situation.
OMG King Daniel, thank you for 72
I think
months!
that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial, something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable...
Hold on. I just want to show you guys this if you're not seeing this. Set all the settings sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Okay. Oh, it wouldn't take that long. So all you gotta do is like set all of them to 0. There's 3 of them, right? Hold on. Let's find out. Oops, shit. Oh no. Do they include this? Fuck. Yeah. Set all the sliders, right? Yeah. I don't know if you have to apply it. No, there's no apply button. So what we would have to do would be oh, wait a minute. I wonder if this is the way to do it. Okay. Then you just go down to the bottom and then up to the top.
This?
No. Oh shit, there is one more. Oh, probably wouldn't take that long, honestly. Well, yeah, with subtitle background opacity being 100. Oh yeah, 100 total. Oh fuck. And these are both. Oh yeah, they're all 100 totals. That'll take you a long fucking time.
This is the...
Let's see. There. Well, this is what, like, you do it like systematically, right? So you take all of them down to 0. And then you start with this one. Just go like that. And like that. 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 And you do. With that one at max, you go like that. And then you go like this. And like this. And like that. Dude, no fucking way, man. No fucking way. How many sliders are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are there 9 sliders then? 9 sliders. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Shit. Okay. Set all the setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. I mean, that's ambiguous at best. Like every combination of numbers? Or just go slowly through each one? Or, hold on. I mean, that's the way you can do it with a keyboard. All right. Shut it and let him think. He is people. He is people, for the love of God. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, we have a current game spoilers channel in Discord if you want to spoil shit. Be my guest. Go over there if you want to chat about what's going on. Ugh. Okay. So I did... Yeah, I did all of them. Went through all the numbers. Oh, dude, there's a fucking hidden one right here. Look at that. Oh, Trixie Hobbitses. Trixie Hobbitses. Okay, I don't know what it was originally, but probably something like that, yeah. Okay. Nothing there. Boom! Got it! Nailed it! I nailed it! Oh! The description for the achievement says nothing about the checkboxes, so I thought he could, so though he could do everything, otherwise took it not the achievement. Wasn't my intention to backseat. Obsidious played, come on, you're smarter than that. Backseating is helping! You were attempting to help me, right? That's what it is! not mad. I'm just saying, like, do you understand what that is? Okay. What I have. Now, did I have anything set that was weird except for audio? Like, I had the narrator volume all the way up. Oh, the FOV. I had the FOV set differently, didn't I? There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm probably the mouse. There we go. Camera sensitivity, mouse sensitivity. This is controller and this is mouse, right? So different stuff. All right.
Was carved,
Zoom
has
again, let's go.
itself been transmuted,
Let's go.
offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before.
We're in the middle
If there
of
is any
a
message
rant,
to be taken
a
from
ramble.
the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions.
Rambler, it's
for
a ramble.
brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's perfect. It's the perfect review. It's the review I've always dreamed of receiving. I have to read it again. It's simply too wonderful.
Fuck, okay.
I have to experience this just one
King
more
Dano,
time.
did I say thank you for the 6 years?
From the ashes of
I don't know if I
depravity
did.
rises
Also,
the
from
phoenix
the
of sanity.
ashes, that's weird. Is
How
that a
else
glitch?
to describe the Stanley
Or is that
Parable Ultra Deluxe?
on purpose?
Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved
Thank you
video
very
game
much for
properties
the,
of all
for the
time.
6 years,
The
Dano.
additions and changes made to
Dano, I'll say Dano.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
Thank
now,
you,
I
Dano.
should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated,
It has.
and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
All right, hold on. I will forever lurk from this point forward. Obsidious Blade, that is not what we want. That's not what anybody wants. Just want you, like, to recognize, like, any sort of trying to help out is backseating. Please stay around. Please chat with us. No one's angry with you. I'm not upset or anything. I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to just lurk. I'm just saying, like, if we say no help, it's like, but this, does this count as help? Like, if you have to ask that question to yourself, like, does this count as help? Then the answer is probably yes.
Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
Also,
how else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without...
Were the subtitles like that? Or is that something I changed getting that achievement? Okay, there it is. Yeah, let's... Beautiful.
A door of some sort, or a window, or something like that? Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
They've got an outline
a
on them. They're
sufficiently
fine.
large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
There was.
I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
Damn it!
We need a door. We need a door of some kind.
I
can work with any kind of door, as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
I hate that they want me to skip this, and I don't want to skip it. Stop saying that.
Please do not press the skip button.
Damn it!
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Son of a bitch. All right, hold on. So I got the settings world champion. Super go outside. Oh, don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. So that's a new achievement. There's that test achievement. Please ignore. The test achievement description. Replace this. Welcome back. Quit the game and then start it again. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. So I'm guessing like the internal clock of the game knows what day when it's Tuesday, perhaps. Now I believe I got the 888 thing. I think I got this on the other one. Did I get this on the other Stanley Parable? I did. Yeah, I don't remember how I think I had to look that one up. Because it's not like not easy to understand how to do it. I think that there was something in the game that you could press 8 on. I can't remember what it was though. Oh. The clock is almost right now, and it shows you how much time has passed. This is my bad Twitch review. Sometimes your streams are a bit too long. Sometimes you also act way too stupid to be real. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go ahead and skip button you. I skipped that comment.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh shit, okay.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is it?
Damn, he just keeps going.
Stuck in a room.
Man, they paid this narrator well, I hope. I hope they paid him well.
Become frozen in time.
I really do.
That you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck all alone. And that I had the power to prevent it all from happening if only I'd held my tongue.
My wife tells me, said thanks. I did, Dano. I'm sorry, Dano. Dano.
Just your decision as to exactly when you're
Thank
going
you
to
for the
make
6
me
years
suffer,
again.
to leave me all
Here's your
alone.
soundbite.
Surely you will.
Stop
I don't
it!
doubt it.
You're
Surely
so
you'll
stupid!
press that button again.
There you go.
Leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship, Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, no, no. I know you.
They must have had a blast
You'll
writing
be
this part,
leaving
writing
me.
these parts
Oh
for the
my
narrator.
God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Middle-aged Dave, thank you for
Those
62.
reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every
This is the same
tiny
thing, yeah.
negative thing
He's
that
on a
anyone
loop,
ever says about
right?
me.
Yeah.
The merest mention of one of my imperfections.
Yeah, he
and
said
I
this
become
before.
as petulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Yeah.
You're back. Oh, my
Wait.
goodness. I have someone to talk
What
to
the
again.
fuck?
Stanley, I
Look at
think
this.
It's been a week.
It.
Or 2 weeks.
I was gonna say it wilted.
I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
You
Me
spoke for a
talking,
week
you
straight,
say
dude?
nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving.
We're gonna listen
It was
to all
the
of it
vessel
until it
I
starts
needed,
looping
Stanley.
again.
Not the outcomes,
We're
not
not
the story.
skipping any of it
None
until the
that
loop
matters
starts.
anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of thinking the same thing, like, if I skip enough, like, it's just going to be like erosion over time, so it'll be like endless epochs of time, or eons, millennia of time, until the walls just crumble because of entropy.
I can feel the edges of my reality
And that's how we get out.
curving inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it, to think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
It kind of reminds me of when Andy Kaufman read, did you read The Great Gatsby? He actually read the entire Great Gatsby on just to prove a point. Yeah. Can't climb up the ladder. So now, like, I'll tell you this. If it was just me, like, I wasn't streaming this and I was just playing this on my own, I'd still probably be sitting through some of these parts. But since I am streaming and I kind of want to, like, move it along, and because I'm not sure at all if waiting here will do anything, but I'd still probably be waiting for that one that part where he's repeating those words back and forth.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
The trees bare.
So much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
Is he describing the quarantine? I think he's describing the quarantine or the lockdown.
All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being.
This game has definite notes of Terry Pratchett and Douglas Adams for
and
sure.
That each of them was simply
not just because they're English, but because of like
my being.
The sense of humor and the topics they handle,
the equanimity of the moment,
and the way they
both singular and infinite.
The dry humor
For the
that accompanies it.
Time, this was my experience, and then this moment passed. And the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid.
Our humor? You mean English? You mean Brit humor?
Day, this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Okay. You know, I can appreciate British humor, like that kind of British humor, like the Douglas Adams, Terry Pratchett, like that kind of shit. I like that stuff. Stuff like, was it Absolutely Fabulous? The IT Crowd, like the comedy series that you guys come out with. Too British, that's too British for me. I can't do it. My tastes skew in that vein. Definitely skew more American. Like, I can dig a good like dry humor. Like, oh, that's some good. That's clever. I see what you did. That's very clever. But I can also appreciate, you know, a good fart joke. But I would, if I had my druthers, I hate to admit it, but I'd probably skew fart joke. If it was like dry British humor, American fart jokes, I'd be like, oh man, I'm gonna go with the farts. I'd rather not choose. But gun to my head. But as to my head, I choose farts. No, like, here's my cutoff point. Like, my cutoff point for British humor is like Monty Python. Like, they're just shy of being too British for me. You know, like I'm not talking about the movies. Movies are brilliant, but the series, the actual series, like I like those. But anything like over that palatable line for me is just too much. It's too much. Here we go again. How many years have passed? Oh, now he's not even gonna talk. Fuck was that? Was that just the button, like, coming back out? Yeah, okay. Also, that fan was humming along, and now it's like chugging. It's like that fan is dying. Oh, the smoke alarm. Oh. Now the fan's dead. Now the fan's not doing nothing. The clock has fallen off the wall. The smoke alarm is going off, which is really annoying. Oh, the clock has stopped at 12:55.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. Where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing.
It reminds me of any time I've ever just fucking gone off on somebody for one little comment.
Sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable.
Like, spend the next 5 to 10 minutes just
because it was said,
fucking pounded on that one fucking commenter.
The most immediate desires. Every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason?
King Kong's dick speech. That was that. That was a result of one comment over the line. Because you keep getting comments like that, and then one comment just pushes you over, and King Kong's dick comes right out of it.
Reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole time.
Just getting real,
they are
dude.
mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison, perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor, that it amused them endlessly from start to finish.
What up, Chunky Woogie? Thank you for 4
They
months.
didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human
there it is.
condition. But
There
where
we
are
go.
the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned.
That's a repeat. Let's take one little gander around, see if anything has changed. The pipes are dripping. Oh! I don't think I can die. So maybe if the whole place floods and I drown, I can go back to the beginning of the game. Worked on the, falling off that platform.
The end is never the end, 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 is
That's
never
the title.
the end, is never 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 the end,
Never the end of the end of the world. It's never the end of the world.
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
Oh, look! Yep, pipe is dripping. Pipe's gonna burst. It's been years. I should probably just stand in here and get a nice shower. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. I don't know what he says the first time. He's like, water's downing and water is moving. There's water at the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water. There it is. Yep. Look at that. Entropy, baby. Entropy will be our freedom. If I can get back to... Okay. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground, and the moon again. You may ask yourself, where is my beautiful narrator? And you may say to yourself, this is not my beautiful parable. So you gotta wait. You gotta wait for a fucking tree to grow to get the fuck out of here. That is outstanding. That is outstanding. Son of a bitch! I skipped too far. Ah, fuck. I do like that the button is not eroding at all. Button seems to be in good shape. Oh, we've made it. The screams of a dying earth are my only comfort. My last and only comfort. Oh, wait. Oh, everything's on a... Oh my god, yes! In the before time, in the long, long ago, Cookie Nine, are you happy? You killed the world! You killed the world! Are you happy? Oh, okay. Oh, what? What is this? You know, I kind of wish I could go back there and keep pressing that skip button again. I probably can. Probably a way to do that, yeah? Alright, well, this is a good time. It's actually right there. Right at the time of break time, baby.